We knew about the $50 million. My brothers ambushed me, demanding I share my lottery winnings. They'd already spent thousands celebrating. I let them finish their threats, then asked, "What lottery?" Turns out someone used my name for their scam. It was time to call the police. The intervention started at exactly 3:47 p.m. on a Tuesday, in my own living room, with 17 of my relatives arranged like a mob tribunal around my favorite armchair. "Sit down, Meredith," my older brother Connor commanded, pointing at the chair like I was a dog being trained. "We need to talk about your selfishness." I'd just gotten home from my shift at the pediatric ward, still in my scrubs, exhausted from a 12-hour day of treating sick children. My feet ached, my back screamed, and all I wanted was a hot shower and my heated blanket. Instead, I found my entire family camped in my modest 2-bedroom apartment, looking at me like I'd committed murder. "What's going on?" I asked, genuinely confused. My younger sister Brittany was there, along with her husband Derek. My brother Connor had brought his wife Sandra and their 3 adult kids. Various cousins, aunts, and uncles filled every available space. Even my estranged brother Tyler had flown in from Seattle. "Don't play dumb," Brittany snapped, her face red with anger. "We know everything." I set down my work bag slowly, my mind racing. No. What had happened? Had someone died? Was this about Mom's estate again? She'd passed 2 years ago, leaving behind nothing but debt and a collection of ceramic cats we donated to Goodwill. "I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about," I said, remaining standing despite Connor's gesture toward the chair. That's when Tyler pulled out his phone and showed me a screenshot. It was a lottery announcement from the state website showing a $50 million jackpot winner. The winning ticket was sold at the corner mart on 5th Street, 3 blocks from my apartment. Winner's name, M. Chun. "So?" I said, still confused. Connor exploded. "Your name is Meredith Chun. You're M. Chun. You won $50 million and didn't tell your own family." I stared at him. Then at the phone. Then back at him. "You think I won the lottery?" "Stop lying." Sandra shrieked. "The ticket was bought at your corner store. The winner's initials match yours. The news said the winner chose to remain anonymous but claimed the prize last week. When were you going to tell us?" "Better question," Derek added, cracking his knuckles in what I assumed was meant to be intimidating. "When were you planning to share?" I looked around the room, taking in the scene properly for the first time. Brittany was wearing a brand new designer dress, the tags were still tucked into the collar. Connor had a Rolex on his wrist that definitely wasn't there at Christmas. Tyler's kids were all holding shopping bags from luxury stores. "Oh my God," I whispered. "You all already spent money." "We've had expenses," Brittany defended. "Planning this intervention wasn't free. We had to fly Tyler in, get hotel rooms, take time off work. I put a down payment on a boat," Connor admitted. "Figured you'd reimburse me once we sorted this out." "Sorted what out?" I was practically yelling now. "I didn't win the lottery. I don't even play the lottery." "Liar," Tyler stepped forward. "I talked to the clerk at Corner Mart. He said you come in every week for coffee and allergy medicine, not lottery tickets." But they weren't listening. They'd already decided on their version of reality, and nothing I said was going to change it. "Here's what's going to happen," Connor said, pulling out a stack of papers. "We've consulted with a lawyer. Family inheritances and windfalls should be shared equally. We've drawn up a contract. You'll put $30 million in a trust to be divided among us. You can keep $20 million for yourself, more than generous, considering we could contest the entire amount." "Contest based on what?" I laughed, but it came out hysterical. "Your active imaginations?" "Based on the fact that you've been hiding assets from the family," Sandra said primly. "We know you've been living modestly to throw us off. The nurse thing, clear story. No one lives in this dump by choice if they have millions." I looked around my dump, the apartment I'd saved 5 years to afford, with its second-hand furniture I'd lovingly restored and walls covered in photos of the children I'd helped treat. My entire life dismissed as a cover story. "Get out," I said quietly. "Not until you sign," Connor replied. "Sign what?" "An agreement to share the lottery winnings." "I don't have the winning ticket." "The ticket was claimed last Thursday," Derek said. "Where were you last Thursday, Meredith?" "Working a double shift at the hospital. You can call my supervisor." "Convenient alibi," Brittany sneered. "Probably paid them off." That's when I noticed on Helena in the corner live streaming the entire thing on Facebook. The comments were already pouring in, visible on her screen. Greater than shame on her. "Family first. Greedy witch." "You're streaming this?" I asked, incredulous. "The world needs to know what kind of person you are," Helena said sanctimoniously. "Abandoning your family for money." I pulled out my own phone. "You want to stream? Let's stream. Let's call the actual lottery commission right now and ask them about M. Chun." "Nice try," Tyler said. "They won't give out winner information." "They will if I'm calling about identity theft," I said, already dialing. Which is clearly what's happening here. The room went quiet as the phone rang. I put it on speaker. State Lottery Fraud Department. This is Janet. Hi Janet, my name is Meredith Chun. I'm calling because my family seems to think I won last week's $50 million jackpot, but I've never purchased a lottery ticket in my life. I'm concerned someone may have used my name. Let me check our records, Miss Chun. Can you verify your social security number? I rattled it off, watching my family's faces shift from angry to uncertain. I see here that a winner did claim the prize using the name M. Chun, Janet said, but the social security number doesn't match yours. The winner's legal name is actually Marcus Chun. No relation to you, based on our records. Now you can watch the second part by pressing share and more.